Hi there. My name is Adam Hansen, and I've been asked this morning to talk to you about working on the front line in regard to education. I'm a secondary geography teacher working in Mitcham, and my day-to-day school life is very different to what I'm used to. To set the scene, there's around about 10.5 million school children in the UK at present, with about 500,000 teachers and a similar amount of support staff working in our schools daily. As a lot of you will testify, some of those 10.5 million are working in our homes at the moment. So what is the situation with schools at present? Schools are open. Like my school in Mitcham, it is open daily. There is a skeleton staff. It is open for those students whose families have parents who are key workers or who are vulnerable. Teachers are working from home. Daily, they are planning lessons for students. Some teachers are doing online lessons live via the internet. Planning is happening for this term and into next. Schools' day-to-day admin is carrying on as normal. Students who are vulnerable are being looked after, cared for, and supported in many different ways as well. Prayer is really, really important. Can I ask you particularly to pray for exams? As many of you will realise, Year 11s and Year 13s should be sitting their GCSE and A-level exams at present. The government has decided that no exams will be sat this year. So it relies on teachers' professional judgment to give students a grade for their exam. We've been asked to use data from this year, from last, through their books, their coursework, their attitude and lessons to give a fair but accurate result for their GCSEs. This is vital for them to go to university, to college, to sixth form centres and to further their education. We also pray for protection for teachers. Teachers are meeting students whose parents are key workers who are in the front line of this virus. Protection for them as they meet them daily, and also for protection as they go home and they meet their families who are also in lockdown. We pray for the vulnerable. Many students rely on the school to be a safe environment, a place of routine, a place of love and care. And many students don't get that at home. But being in lockdown, being at home, they're not getting that routine. So we pray for protection for those students and for those families where having a large family or a small family together in a small environment can be very stressful. Also pray for parents, us parents. Myself and my wife Lynn, we are teachers, but we are also homeschooling. And I can guarantee that working in a school is a lot easier than working in the kitchen. We also pray for wisdom. Schools need to start back at some point. But we really pray that the government will make the right decision in when schools should open. And on a personal request, we pray for individual teachers that our planning, our lessons, our support to our students will be correct, it will be helpful, it will be fair, it will be realistic in the work that we set, and that the students will continue to learn and progress in their education. This is a message to you parents out there. You are doing an amazing job homeschooling your children. It is not easy. We have in our house times of joy and times of despair. It is very hard in what you are doing, and we as teachers really appreciate the work that you are doing with your children. Remember, it doesn't matter if not all of the work is done, if the work is not done. It doesn't matter if it's not to the extent which your child requires it to be. As long as they're doing their best in this time, that is what really matters. Those life skills that you are doing with your children at this time, the time of chat, the time of play, the fun, the laughter, getting dirty in the garden, going for those bike rides, exploring the woods, is just as valuable as the education they get in a school. Do not worry. Every student is in the same situation. They will catch up. We are ready for them when they come back. In September, we'll be ready for them when they start again in the new year. Please carry on doing your best. We know how hard it is, and we appreciate the work that you are doing. We're all in this together, and we look forward to seeing you all on the other side, back in our classrooms, back in our schools, back in the playgrounds. Thank you.